Good afternoon. When I was younger, my dad and I would go out in the spring and we'd plant a garden. He was wanting to make sure that he had lettuce and carrots and tomatoes and corn, usually for later in the season. And there were some of those vegetables that got planted using seeds. And I can remember we'd put in the rows and open up the dirt so that we could put the seeds in. And I would drop these little seeds in the ground and think to myself, I don't know what's going to happen. Although if I remembered from the previous year, and if I just waited sometimes only a couple of weeks, all of a sudden, here were all these plants coming out of the ground. And you put in these seeds, and it seems like you're going to get, well, some, but if you put in more seeds, you should get more vegetables out. If you only put in one seed every couple of inches, well, then you're only going to get one plant every couple of inches. There is something to be learned when you're planting seeds, that the less that you plant, the less you can get when you go looking for the harvest. But if you put in more, then you're going to get more at the harvest. Turns out God in His Word says that principle is the same in spiritual lives as well. To those who are already saved, to those that Jesus has shed His blood for and that they believe in what Jesus has done, God is speaking to them today through the book of Galatians. And He says to people who already believe in Jesus, He says in Galatians chapter 6, verse 7, "Do not be deceived. God is not mocked. To be sure, whatever a man sows, he will also reap." In spiritual language, He's not talking about putting seeds into the ground. He is talking about the fruits of faith. He's talking about what our faith naturally does because it's there and because that's what faith does. It bears fruit. Faith is always going to show itself in doing things of faith, serving, helping, giving. And the more that we do that, the more we're going to reap. And what do we reap spiritually? Well, we reap blessings. We reap confidence. We reap godly pride. We reap things that are good and right. We reap the fruits of faith. We reap things that strengthen our faith. These are the things that the more we do them, the better off we're going to be. Not that we're going to earn eternal life. Not that we're going to gain access to heaven by doing things. But rather, the more we do, the more we're going to show our faith, the more we're going to demonstrate that yes, in fact, we do believe, and that yes, we know what Jesus has done for us. Until we see each other again, Lord's blessings on your day.